This is Warframe Grind Video.
Life support incoming. Delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Guys, this is a Slinger, and this is a Warframe Grind video. Alright, so this is going to be like the third time at least for me recording this video because this week I tried to partition my hard drive and I ended up reinstalling everything, and when I did, instead of using my desk mic, my preferences for OBS became my live cam for some reason. So yeah, I just figured out, wow, I was like, what is that terrible sound in my videos? Oh, yes, that's my Microsoft Live Cam being my mic. All right, so hopefully you won't even hear that. And if my sound still is terrible, then I guess we're done here. But I wanted to talk about the Tenet Plinx, which I think is the best part of the update recently. Depending on when you're watching this, Tenet Plinx just came out. This is kind of like a first look. I did just... There is no way other to get this than to farm this through Sisters of Parvos. I think I went to V Prime, to the Survival, which is super easy. I've done it more than once for this already because I do want to fuse it. My RNG was terrible. I got 26 the first time, 25 the second time. I haven't even fused it yet. I'm still leveling it. But yeah, so I'll give you a quick look at what I got so far. This is not a build video, guys. This is just a first look review, maybe a few tips, and how I feel about this weapon and the update in general. So yeah, this is what I'm running and gunning with right now. But let's talk about the update. On a side note, the update. So really great things came out of this update. I didn't expect a lot because we're all waiting for the really big one. But they got multiple weapons, 2 Tenet weapons. The Plinx was the other Tenet weapon. Let me look at that real quick here, and I'll talk about a few things. I know this video is supposed to be Tenet Plinx, and I'll just say Tenet Plinx, awesome. How about that? That's a starter. You guys can screenshot that little thing there while you're building up. Oh, you know what? While we're at it, okay. So Tenet Plinx, I've got 3 formas on it. It's good. It's not home run good, guys. It's good. Okay, and it works good with Veruna. Sorry, yeah, my English no good. Okay, so the thing about the Tenet Plinx, you want a bow, you want a tonker, you know what I mean, or you want a spear, because you want to shoot and then get invisible again. So AoE spear, it's not bad, you know what I mean, but it's honestly, the power is not really there compared to your tonker or even this Tenet Plinx. The Tenet Plinx is the home run of the whole update. It totally is. Okay, just so we go there. And then they had a sniper rifle, and I'm gonna say, okay, so the sniper rifle's good. I'm gonna give it like, hey, it's a solid B. All right. It's got the damage. It's a good weapon. It's a burst fire sniper rifle, right? It does like 3 or 4 shots, but you've got the Zenith already. Now, a lot of people can't get this, but if you're like a profit taker, price checker type guy, then you've got the Zenith or you want the Zenith. And then if you're not, then you're a Vectis or a Rubico Prime guy, right? Vectis here, and then the Rubico Prime somewhere right here for your Eidolons, right? So the problem I have with the new, it's called a Paragel here. Let me look through P's. Here it is, Paragel. I've got 3 Formas on it. It's a good weapon, but where does it fit in? How does it differentiate? Because the burst rifle and the slow reload, that's not enough for me to say, oh man, this is a game changer. It's just not, right? It's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a game changer. Now, the Tenet Plinx is a game changer. It's a total game changer, okay? So, and also with Varuna, Proboscis Ceranos is pretty good, but not for like level cap because it just doesn't hit home. But the thing about Varuna is that she's got so much power that sometimes it's kind of just nice to just go with the crowd control. But let's go to something better, the Tenet Plinx, right? So let's go back and we'll look at the Tenet Plinx. The Tenet Plinx secondary fire is destructive. And it's a CC. It's a crowd control. It sucks them all in. Kind of like, well, like several things. Like Vortex, like Nidus's power, or Korra's. You know what I mean? The, not the whip, the other one. But you know what I'm saying. It's got that pull-in power. I'll show you in a minute. About this update, though, I'm going to say straight up, and this is a skin. Let's look at the skins you can get for this real quick. So I bought this one while I was making my other video, and I said, CDE, I'm spending money. I'm not just a free-to-play player, so when I complain... Anyways, it's gone now. But, yeah, so this skin I bought, I think it was 100 and something plat for this skin. It's not bad, right? Because I've got these already. And then these are like bundle only. So, all right. Let's show you what it does here, the basics. Just for, so obviously pause AI is off, invincibility is off. You know, why? Because this isn't a noob corner. You know what I mean? We don't do that here. See how it pulls them in and explodes them really easy. I mean, this is a great weapon. That's a secondary fire, and I'll get into the controls of that too in a second here. Let me... There we go. Here's the primary fire real quick. It's got great crit, but it's not super damage, right? Come on. There we go. Love that grouping ability. Alright. And if you don't know this, I use a PlayStation 5 controller right now. Being a controller guy, I've noticed all the issues DE's had within the last couple years switching over to controller from keyboard. It was really hard at first, but with all their plans on crossplay, they really started refining the controller, and Steam's done a better job. There's software out there that you can use to make your controllers work really well. I'm using DXS, I believe. I think you can get it on Steam, like a retail version. I have a free version right now that works great. The fire rate, use the speed trigger on this, guys. Just so you know, you're going to want it. Maybe macro it. I haven't macroed anything, but you could probably do that. All right, so yeah, so in order to do the secondary fire on a controller, whether it be the Xbox or the PlayStation, it's pretty much the same. You press down on the right thumbstick. Okay, now that's a short press. Sometimes when you're using this weapon, and a lot of weapons, and I'm going to get into the Veruna issues too with controllers, because she's clunky and she's super powerful, but it doesn't translate well on a controller. But here's, so sometimes you can just touch it and it does it, right? And then the other time, now you got to reload, right? There you go. Sometimes in game, it feels like you have to press it a long time and then a short time other times. So I don't know what's up with that, but like in here, it'll start to work perfectly fine. But when the game gets flying, yeah, not so much. Also, since this update, I've had Sisters of Parvos stuck in between floors, and I couldn't get them more than once. I actually have video clips of me falling through floors since the update for no reason in Steel Path. So I turned off crossplay. It's still happening. So this whole time, okay, with controllers, I was saying we're like 4 steps up. We just took a step back with controllers and crossplay, which is to be expected. They are testing it out, but this update is also, I think, what's to blame on the clunkiness, because Veruna her 4 is clunky. Everybody's getting rid of it because it doesn't scale well, and I don't blame them. But not only that, but once you're in it, you're stuck in it, or you get rid of it, which then you've wasted your energy. You know what I mean? So there's good and bad about Veruna. I'll do a build video probably in a month or two, but I'm not going to do one while she's all hyped, because that's it's like Stynex. Stynex came out, he was super hyped, right? And I kind of knew that in a month nobody would be playing Stynex except for me. And I'm looking around and I'm like, you know what this is? This is the Tatiana thing all over, or the was it the music chick? Like, I remember when she came out, everybody played with her for a while. Let me see here. Like, a lot of these frames, when they come out, they're super popular, and then it dies by the side, you know, and then you hardly ever see them around. But I remember going into games, and Wukong was like, you couldn't go in a game without Wukong being in there. And then there started being the hater club on Wukong too for a while. But yeah, so I don't like to do, especially with Warframes, I don't like to do them while they're still really new, because people are biased when it's new and they're hopeful, and I don't want to crush people's dreams or overestimate or be a salesman for DE. And I feel like a lot of content creators just are salesmen, you know what I mean? Or they're clickbait, you know, whatever the newest thing is, they got to make a video and say it's the new best thing. I just don't want to be that guy. Okay. And it's fine. I watch those videos. So I'm right there with you watching those videos. I'm just not going to make them. Because if I make a video about something, I want it, one, stable. And the thing with Stynex is everybody knew he was new and all these videos were made. And then everybody got upset when 2 weeks later they kind of changed the number 4. They nerfed it. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to wait on the Warframe. And to be honest with you, I do really like Verona. I can't say anything, but I just think that there's some refinement that needs to be made, so I'm gonna wait on that. But I am using her every day right now, just getting accustomed to it. But I will say, okay, so on a controller, right? You have a rudder up top that you press down, and then you pick one of the four buttons on the right side for each of your powers. So with the passives being a long press and then the powers being a short press, it doesn't really translate that great. At least not on the PC version with the PlayStation X, because I'm seriously holding way too long to get the passive, and then sometimes I'm getting the passive instead of a power when I'm pressing short. I really think it should have been done differently, the way it's translated onto a controller. But I know that with controllers it's harder or whatever, but that's why they're controllers for playing games, right? So really it shouldn't be harder, it should be easier, it should be more natural on a controller. But seems like with PC game providers, sometimes it just doesn't work out. And the same thing with the Plinx. But the Plinx is amazing, and it is the win out of all of the stuff. So I'm gonna get off here now and show you more clips of me in Steel Path.
Life support on the way. Another life support capsule is now available. Seconds left. Life support has been replenished. Life support activated. I've delivered another life support capsule. Life support has been replenished. Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause. When you need it. Extraction is ready. Get ready for a capsule. Additional life support has arrived. Tenno, prepare for life support. Another life support capsule is now available.
To this place when they know they are not pure. Tenno used the keys, but they are mere trespassers. Only I, Thor, know the true power of Warframe.
Tenno, extraction is ready.
Now I will stop them. Now I am changed. Reborn through the energy of the Yanis Key. Forever bound to the void.
Life support activated. Critical life support levels. Extraction is your best option. Life support has been replenished. Life support activated. Life support on the way. The longer you fight, the more successful we will be. I've delivered another life support capsule. Life support incoming. Life support has been replenished. Additional life support has arrived.
It is done.